might be an overcook, but we were talking about Monday, talking about the hearing for the jurisdictional authority, and I said, what if I pay the $50,000 and contest the jurisdictional authority to say that police departments can only operate within their jurisdictions?
I agree.
Are you good with that?
Hey, your department.
Because here is
I'm
here's
down
the
for chaos.
here's the long game, is that they're going to come back and say, well, there's not enough crime up in Blaine County, to which then I'm going to say, so the BCSO is not needed in Blaine County. There should only be one police department then.
I don't understand the jurisdictional issue. It's completely normal for them to be a sub-authority in a jurisdiction. I mean, do they still are able to punish officers and stuff like that, or like, you know,
Well,
I mean, Peter's already, he put out an announcement this week that stated that BCSO was no longer able to punish or give disciplinary action to LSPD. So when I've been out of town this past week, so when I got back, I felt that it was, you know, made sense to do it both ways. It's weird if it's just one way and not the other.
Right, if you, sorry, go ahead.
But I think it's just like at this point, everything is so separated. Well, and we have so many issues. I don't really want him down here, to be honest. It would make everybody's lives a lot easier.
Yeah.
But I mean, here's the thing: in a perfect world, you wouldn't need them down here, right? But it's far from a perfect world, right?
I don't think we're moving in the direction that we don't really need them. Sure, there are times where numbers are going to be low. Like I was on duty this morning, but there was only 2 LSPD and 2 BCSO. It's like it doesn't fucking make a difference.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm generally okay with the concept of you can't target every crime in the city. It's unrealistic. So,
yep, it's draining. As someone who's done it, you can't focus. Me and Brian Knight. There was a 2-month period where we were actually, things were a little bit dwindling down a little bit for us, but dwindling down for you know, back then was like 20 cops. You know what I mean? Like, but there was just an absurd amount of crime that we had to cover with, like, you know, less than the numbers necessary. So I can't imagine the situation that you guys are in currently. I mean, have you met and sat down with them? Because I'll be honest, it doesn't seem like Bones and Cassidy are they shoo me away from stuff, and they actively, well, to be honest, I know they're actively campaigning while on duty for Eve Summers as well. So.
Nah!
Well, I mean, Hightower's in their meetings tweeting
Sounds like
propaganda.
A conflict of interest. I mean, like, you know, I support Nino, but I do not think it's a good idea if I voice my opinion about Nino. I feel like that's a conflict of interest, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you're not, as a government official, I mean,
yeah.
You should probably keep your stuff for the off-duty, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's professionalism. You can't show bias. I mean, how am I supposed to trust you at a scene if you're actively... Like, here's the thing, right? Let's say, hypothetically, Eleanor tries to arrest me. I have immediate grounds for a whole dismissal of it. I kind of hope she does try to arrest me. Even if I did do it, I'd get off for it. Because she has a proven bias against me. It could seem targeted and malicious.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I wanted to get, well, I'm glad you're here, Pricks. You know, I'm glad I got your opinion too, but I wanted to get your opinion. I'm gonna call a judge, and I'm gonna pay the $50K and submit my contest, and I'm gonna do it under the official capacity of the LSPD.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Hell yeah.
I'm sorry there's such a hard trouble. I'll keep those knuckleheads in check when I get in office in Blaine County. If they're not assisting you guys and following the legislation and, you know, stuff like that, I'm gonna have a problem with them. Just like I would have a problem if you guys weren't following the legislation. You know what I mean? Like, we got to practice what we preach. But if you guys want a full separation, that's on you guys. I'm not here to meddle in cop shit. Nino knows we got so much going on.
Yeah, I just feel like they don't understand the difference between the SOP that I wrote and the legislation. They think that the SOP is a legislation.
Did they
Well-
pay a lawyer to explain it to them?
Brother, I
Probably
read,
not.
I
I
broke
tried to do it
down,
for free.
I broke down their thing into like separate lines. I think these fucking bozos don't realize their main issue, it seems, is LSPD can punish Blaine County when they're down here, but they are failing to realize that they are employed by Blaine County Sheriff's Office. So all these like internal DAP shit is internal to their department and their employment over there. Like, I don't think they actually understand what they're upset about.
I've seen, there was, I mean, we had divides too when I was sheriff, right? But we didn't have any type of divide like this. As much as Bass and Toretti hated my guts and wanted me dead and to arrest me and shit, they, you know, we always worked together. So, I mean, I don't really have any insight for you. I wish I did.
Yeah.
You're in uncharted waters.
Yeah. This is going to be juicy. I think,
I don't give a
It
fuck
is.
about the BCSO. Now, they're not going to vote for me, and it's not, and I don't hate them because of that. They have a bias
Yeah.
towards me.
Yeah.
They told me to fuck off in 311. No one did anything about it. They fucking
didn't
told
own
me
up
go
to
fuck.
it.
Yeah, I mean, I have no respect for them. They have no respect for me. They can exist if they want, but they're just a whimsical dream to me.
So what's next, Fred?
Well, what do you mean, what's next?
Well, you're running for mayor.
President.
Okay.
yeah.
Commissioner.
Someone. No, I don't really have many desires to be in the police department. I mean, once you've had what I had, you can't really be in a capacity that isn't like captain. I'm used to being able to like call the shots and stuff. If I can't call the shots, then I can't really, you know, there always needs to be cops who are kind of leaders in the field, not just on calls. You know? It's like sometimes higher-ups need to be like the ones that are putting people to the task, setting the standard and like setting like what needs to be done, even if sometimes people don't like it.
Yeah.
And I liked doing that.
Yeah, this is going to be, it may be worth considering, Daisy, that this is a counter argument made on this filing, so it can be heard right away.
Yeah, but it is technically a change in a contest, so I'm going to submit it and say that I would like to submit this in, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, not in connection, but, you know, in relation to the current contest.
Yeah.
Isn't it
Something
like a
like that.
conjunction?
In
Like,
conjunction, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of that word. I don't know. I'm cooked. I've been out of town for 5 days.
It's all right. Everybody needs time off.
Or
It's good
I
to
have-
take time off.
Or I have Alzheimer's, which.
Nah, you're too young for that. You're not a 40-year-old man like me.
Okay, I'm writing this up. Under the current legislation, the sub-authority jurisdiction is defined as the following.
Bro, this is getting juicy, huh? There's no way he is. That's so fucking funny, though. Chat, it's been juicy today, huh? What a Saturday. Yeah. Man, it's kind of crazy that there hasn't been a debate set up already. I'm glad it is being organized now, but
Should have been a series of debates leading up to a big debate before the polls open.
I want to be a
mean,
justice.
Yeah.
I think you should be a justice after this. Honestly, you got a good legal mind.
It's just
Plus, I mean, you would probably actually hire people so that the DOJ ain't a dead husk.
Yeah, I mean, just the notion of like, hey, the election is coming. Let's plan for next month is just lost. But from what I'm understanding,
from the current structure.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. The turmoil only benefits the few.
Yeah, who would hire you as a justice? Angel would have to approve you.
Well, seeing as
Maybe you could be voted in.
Yeah, who knows?
Somebody said something about Justice Grayson, and she's like, he's not ready yet. He's not there yet.
He was one of the best judges in this.
Yeah,
he was
I
one of the
think
best
Grayson's
judges
great.
ever. Everybody called him the Kyle Pred pocket judge, though, ever since the Kiki Pendragon case.
Jesus.
Crazy.
The ocean dumped herself for attention, I tell you what.
Yeah, I would never be, but it's just, how do I put it? It's kind of like a sense of like, man, why wasn't there debates? But like, how many times do you have to go through an election process to be like, hey, the sign up should be a week before ballots open, and it should be a week of like campaigning and debates and all that kind of shit, and then the voting period is just 48 hours or something like that. You know what I mean? Even 72. 7 days this time.
Yeah.
Oh my God, fuck me.
Wait, so when is the debate happening? Is it happening tomorrow or Monday? Because
I think
we'll
it
take
sounds
that.
like
Tomorrow,
Preds
they
is
said.
tomorrow, but the Los Santos County one might be because Lutzon's out the next 3 days.
Why are we doing them both at the same fucking time?
I don't know. I think we should just do it like open debate. That's what should
planning
happen.
Stuff is hard.
It's not. It really
I know
isn't.
it's not. That's
yeah.
why I was like, I hope you guys have a debate because I don't know what that guy's about. Just the few things Letson said, minus the fact that he's obviously running for the South to take so the North can help take over the South.
Oh my God, he could not have been more obvious.
It
Brother,
was very obvious.
this guy goes, yeah, I'm gonna bring back the
first thing
city
I heard say
council
was
and
that.
put Blaine
Yeah.
County on the table. I was like, what?
Bruh. And I said, what type of legislation are you gonna implement? And he said, well, I'm gonna make it to where the PD votes for we're gonna get a new chief of police. But does he think that that's all we want to hear? Because not all of us agree that we need a new chief. So that's crazy.
Yeah, getting a new chief of police every 3 months would be fucking draining. You guys would be.
It's
I mean,
yeah, it is exhausting.
You at least need 8 months to a year of somebody to know if like shit takes time.
I think what I'm gonna do after I get into office is pass legislation where Pred, we should cook something that it requires. I mean, we may not both need to do it, but I could potentially pass something where it's like the PD as a whole has to come on duty and vote for like we don't trust, like a vote of no confidence or something. Or the people need to file for a referendum, right?
Okay,
Like a vote of no confidence.
I need your guys' help with the language here.
Yep.
Call over, Bill.
Okay, the LSPD is requesting a change in the legislation to state that LEOs can only operate in their jurisdictions and cannot patrol and enforce the law in outside jurisdictions. Due to BCSO's decision to only patrol in Blaine County when this legislation was enforced within Los Santos County, a decision made from an internal vote by the BCSO department, the LSPD requests that the jurisdictions be completely split and LEOs only operate with. I feel like it's redundant though. I'm saying the same thing twice.
Yeah. What you should do is like state what you're doing in one paragraph and then state why you're doing it in another so that they're separate so they're not melded together. It's easier to digest. If you have to pick apart a paragraph, then sometimes shit gets lost.
So the LSPD is requesting the change of this legislation to state that LEOs can only operate in their jurisdictions and cannot patrol and enforce law in outside jurisdictions. That's kind of it. There's really no more to it. And then
why should be like
and then the
next
one
paragraph.
would be okay, hold on. Let me real quick.
Take it and paste it in Chat GPT. You fucking make it sound real good. Yeah, this city's really going to suffer if Eve Summers gets into mayor of Blaine County. Her plan is just to uphold the previous administration's legacy, a legacy of nothing.
Yeah,
People
that's
will suffer.
Yeah. I feel like what's crazy to me is she's not actively campaigning and saying that she wants to do more than the previous administration. She told me verbatim she is running because she's afraid that Andy's work is going to get reversed by another mayor. And I'm like, name one thing. I didn't say that, but... Huh?
That's going to all be gone and changed, yeah.
Well, what is? Like, name one thing.
That unconstitutional legislation that protects the BCSO sheriff office from having a proper election.
Sure.
I don't know how the fuck that got through.
Brother, don't even get me started how that got through and a bunch of our shit got rejected. It's crazy.
Clear favoritism. Might have a
Did you
case
see
for
Bill's
bias, out of all
document?
honesty. I did not see Bill's document.
Oh my
yet,
God.
no.
It's bad. It's a lot of that legislation has so many holes in it.
Yeah, Bill knows what he's doing.
Yeah. So I'm looking at the Constitution. Where does it even establish, like, so there is a reason to be careful here, Moss.
Mm-hmm.
Because the only power, this is so crazy. The only power I see in terms of enforcement that exists in the Constitution is a DOJ. The Constitution says the DOJ shall have legislative authority over all legal and judicial matters within San Andreas. It shall ensure that the enforcement of laws. Oh, wait. No, it doesn't. That doesn't mean law enforcement. Yeah. The DOJ shall have a law enforcement agency that is responsible for overseeing other law enforcement offices. So the reason I point that out is you should cook on this to ensure that this doesn't end up shooting you. You don't want to shoot yourself in the foot with this.
In what way?
I don't know. It's I don't know. Just like I would double read the Constitution.
Okay.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
What's that?
Oh, just internal thoughts about everything. Just, like, I was the mayor of the North. I would be driving revenue, opening a movie theater, opening a restaurant, opening a...
Hey, how can I help you?
This is the guy you said that I could get that weapon license and open carry and stuff. My name's Mac.
Oh, okay. Pleasure to meet you, Mac.
Yeah, man, I got my gun and was open and carrying. I had 4 officers question me, but 2 of them were females, and then the guy that was driving them around said, no, he can't.
Are you
and they left me
G6?
alone. I'm G6, and yeah, I'm G6, and right now I'm on the clock.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Then,
yeah, you have G6 legislation that protects you.
Yeah, well, listen to this, man.
Yeah.
Even the judge questioned me and then let me go. But then I came back down there to the town hall to get more bags. and they called 2 officers down there. One of the officers was the officer that arrested me yesterday night, but they're BCO or something, I think. They had on like desert
BCSO
clothing.
is harassing you in Los Santos County?
Yes, and it's the arresting officer, and they tried to say that you don't know shit, and they made me put my gun up, bro. They were yelling at me and everything.
Get their
about
names.
to take me to jail.
File a report with LSPD.
Dude, I can't file a report, man. They've already filed a report on me for
No.
because the bench trial went wrong yesterday, man. They arrested me for disobeying a peace officer and violation of parking. And violation of a parking, man. Yes, I need you, man.
Okay, I got you. Maxwell, can I
Please,
give you
Nino.
someone's number? This is fucked.
Mac,
what you're about to
M-A-C.
hear.
M-A-C is my name, Mac
Okay,
Styles.
I'm going to give her your phone number, all right?
All right, please.
Talk to you soon. Bye. You're not going to believe what's happening.
What?
So, Blaine County's down here harassing G6 workers for utilizing the G6 law. Like, this guy's open carrying, right? As he's allowed to while filling his truck. And he's been harassed twice and forced to do things. And then he got charged with disobeying a lawful order over a traffic stop by the same BCSO sheriffs.
But who was it that did it?
I don't know. I told him file a report. I just sent you his number.
All right, that's it. Bring me in his IA again. I was pretty successful for 5 days. I'll take care of that shit in a second.
This is crazy.
No, I would love to be internal affairs for the entire PD if I don't get mayor.
Cheers.
No one better than the most corrupt man to police the police. I've seen it all because I've done it all.
That is crazy. The one job that requires a clean record in the state, and you got people fucking harassing them. That's wild.
Sounds like they could have a civil suit for sure.
Yeah, I told them to have a chat with Maxwell just to, you know, just in case he's like lying, but it didn't sound like it.
Okay, sir, can you give us just a moment?
Yeah, that's you, Bill.
Okay. I'll log on when I get home. Thank you, honey boo.
Bill?
Bill? Here. I got this.
Dr. Naya Nash.
Hello? Hello, how are you?
Wait till Max was off the phone.
Oh, you're endorsing. I like Naya.
She is
I don't know
amazing.
enough about her though.
Oh, she's really good.
Well, anyone's better than the current. I mean, if she doesn't get in and somehow, you know, the same people who keep getting in down there, I'll probably get Naya to come be the chief of medicine up north then if you endorse her. That's a strong fucking endorsement.
Oh my god. Oh my god, could you imagine if there was like the Blaine County doctor's office and the Losai? Could you imagine this same bullshit?
Brother. Yeah.
Nino.
You're the mayor.